Okay, remember that jealous governing class worms are hiring people to sabotage me and interfere with my videos. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 topics briefly, as these topics are kind of piling up on me due to the sabotage and interference from the governing class. I'm going to talk about the shooting of the 2 officers in Dearborn, the foiled ISIS-related plot by Jesse Bowie, how it connects to David Bowie. And I've been talking about David Bowie. It's overkill that these things are centered around me. I'm going to talk about why I made so many videos, okay, and how that my videos are the best videos and why, even though I'm sabotaged. And I'm going to talk about the pagan trinity of Western culture, what some people might call the satanic trinity of Western culture. And I would say that's absolutely correct. So first of all, the shooting in Dearborn has everything to do with the recent events in Dearborn. The protests, the Klan events, what have you. Okay, it's not a coincidence that it occurred in Dearborn. It was 2 police officers, so it's a very significant event. It didn't occur in Southfield or Royal Oaks or Berkeley, okay, or Lathrop Village or what have you. It occurred in Dearborn, where the Klan pamphlets were recently handed out. And I've connected that to the psychological operation aimed at me. And so the idea is that they're throwing bones to both sides, right? They're trying to make it so people complain about minorities and Muslims and so on and so forth, trying to group people together, compartmentalize them a certain way. I'm sure you get that. And I'm sure you by now understand that it includes events in the streets, right? That they manipulate the gangs and other groups for effect. And they've been doing this for a long, long time. And it has to do with the trinity of Western culture, which is El, Baal, and Asherah. Asherah is a play on words for Azhera, and it's in the Bible. And Baal is the Middle Eastern form of Zeus. And in Rome, Jupiter. They're so connected that at one point they were amalgamated as Jupiter Baal. Okay, Jupiter, again, is Zeus's counterpart, Set's counterpart, what have you. So when you have these psychological moments, right, these events that are based in psychology, why are they occurring? Well, it has to do with the reason why the trinity of Western culture is what it is. Okay, it's centered in the process, the organized rape by deception rapists used to enslave America and the world. Right, Zeus was a deity of rape by deception first and foremost. That was his main concern. He wasn't a responsible, quote-unquote, leader or governing class spirit. He was somebody concerned with rape, didn't give a damn about his family, didn't give a damn about how much it broke down society. All he cared about is rape, okay? Like to drink and abuse people. And his wife was also Juno, Hera/Juno, who was the deity of the Capitoline Mint, a gold digger idiot who didn't care about love, just money and social status. Asherah, Azhera, okay, Baal, the equivalent of Zeus. So point number 1, it starts with their psychotic breeding cycles and their inability to be moral and wise. 2, they build a system that is centered around the governing class, the Freemasons, the churches, synagogues, and corporations, and groups like that. Okay, that system's key here. 3, the various groups like the churches, synagogues, and Freemasons do various rituals to help them come into a sort of manipulative psychologist state of mind. So they do what they might call magic, alchemy, occult psychology, what have you. And so they do rituals to help them come into that state of mind. That helps them put them in a state of mind that's conducive to for manipulation, for group manipulation. That's why it's called government. Ment, meaning mind, is in the word mental or mentality. Point number 4, what do you call a master psychologist? A magician. Think about it. When somebody says that they're the experts of psychology and the other psychologists should listen to them and they're the most respected PhD psychologists and stuff like that, they're basically like a manipulative, quote-unquote, magician, right, that does magic tricks, mind tricks, what have you. And there's the tricks of the trade, there's a trick-ass bitch, there's socializing in social clubs, fraternities, and fraternizing, what have you. Point number 5, psychology is everywhere in Western culture. Think marketing, think propaganda, right, military, police propaganda, campaigns, okay? Think the psychology that's used on the internet to get you to go to websites or to purchase things, what have you. Psyche was a pagan deity that's put in a trance, okay? And she represents a component of the spirit of the population. And Zeus is like the master, quote-unquote, magician who is manipulating the population for the purpose of rape by deception. A much bigger problem than forcible rape is rape by deception. It determines families, what people think in terms of what they should do in regards to pregnancies and so on and so forth, right? It's the whole reproductive or fertility process. That's why when people come to this country, it's called a green card. And being green is like being new, is being clueless, right? And there's a movie called Clueless about a dumb bitch who gets good grades in school but still doesn't know what the fuck is going on because she's drinking the Western cultural Kool-Aid. Okay, regardless of how proud you are of your ancestors, I'm part white. But it doesn't mean I follow the footsteps of whatever white ancestors I had. That's retarded. Okay, right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of who you're related to. Who would have thought? Okay, so really quickly, I brought up David Bowie many times in my videos in the labyrinth. Right, the word ball is lab scrambled, a lab scrambled. A laboratory, the labyrinth, there's all kinds of connections there that are solid. Okay, I'll explore it in the comments if you want. Now, Jesse was David's father in the Bible. Okay, so Saul was king at the time and he was replaced by David, even though David was not Saul's son. And eventually Saul was replaced by David as king. So Jesse Bowie and David Bowie. And the word Bowie is a play on words for Ebo, or we Ebo, or you Ebo, referring to the process of trying to brainwash females, especially white females, to think that a handsome mulatto pharaoh times infinity, okay, is somehow less appealing than some kind of slimy inbred worm, some kind of racist dog, some kind of, Adam Sandler, or, this guy who played the Spaceballs guy, Rick Moranis, okay? Now, I say it that way because I'm bombarded with racial harassment, and so I'm going to emphasize the racial differences when it comes to the pinnacle of appeal in the different races because of that, okay? I'm not a racist, not a racial supremacist. But when you say things like you Ebo and you Obi referring to the Son of God on behalf of your race, on behalf of the history of your racist culture of your race, okay, then I'm going to have to kind of put you in your place. That's simple. Now, when it comes to why I made so many videos, okay, and why my videos are the best, first of all, I'm the Son of God. Okay, listening to a song is just listening to a song. Listen to a common podcaster or YouTube content creator is just those things. But I'm the Son of God. My videos could be way more rushed. They could have a lot more background noise. The bottom line is I'm Christ speaking, right? It's the old says who. Says who? The common podcaster? Just a politician? Just a CIA asset? Just a worm? Okay, just a controlled opposition bitch? Or the top martial artist manning up, 10 toes down? Says who? Says motherfucking who? Pretty straightforward, right?